We're going to let other people talk in case some people say, oh, we just only heard it from Dino. So we'll let other people talk, and here it is.
I've gotten some feedback on some of the other videos that I've done where people are looking for, what do we do about the insanity of the collapse of our economy? What do we do about the collapse of everything that we were hoping for and dreaming of when we were kids as to what our adult lives could potentially be like? And in many regards, I feel like we are mourning to some degree what we thought our lives were going to be. There is a process of mourning because you grew up with a certain expectation, which may or may not have been realistic. And then you end up mourning to some degree what you thought it was going to be like, and now it's completely different. The reality has set in that the economy is pretty much tanking, that jobs have now become something where they're just basically harvesting data. Every single time you attempt to apply for something, your data is simply being harvested. You're ending up without a job. You're ending up without any real change in your life where you actually become gainfully employed and end up building some form of a stable future similar to what, say, our parents had. So the block parties, the barbecues, the life where you build something with a family, with a committed, stable marriage, have children that love you, support you, have all of those things. For many of us, that has become something of a pipe dream, something that just probably will never, ever happen.
Being fired or laid off while still having to pay bills is an experience. A grown-ass experience. And don't let you not have no money saved up. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Now you scrambling, scraping for shit. You applying for unemployment, putting in 500 applications a day, signing up for Doordash, signing up for Instacart. Life get real. And trust me, I know firsthand, because that was me 2 years ago getting laid off, trying to figure out what I'm about to do next. It was hell on earth. Sometimes you don't think about when you get all these bills that your income could just stop at one point. It could just stop. You come to work Monday morning happy as hell. Everything going good. Weekend was good. Everything was perfect. And then you see that 30-minute meeting with HR and your boss. Oh, my fucking God. Oh, my fucking. You get in the meeting, they start talking about, yeah, we're restructuring our core values of the company, and your job has been affected. God damn it.
Lately, y'all, I've been seeing a lot of people say that they have been getting deactivated from Walmart Spark.
I'm not trying to come across ungrateful or unhappy or cynical or anything like that, but I have a question. What in the hell has happened to cost of living increases? Like, for real. Everything is going up. Everything around us. It's just no matter what, between eggs, gasoline, all these things. And we get a cost of living that's 1%. What are we supposed to do with that? Like, what am I going to do with 1%? Our insurance alone is going up 10% this year, and we're getting 1%? Now, doing the math, that's losing money. That's year after year. I'm not getting any more. I'm losing money. They're taking it away from me.
Because of that, and the fact that the enterprise continually reassesses our workforce needs, I'm notifying you today that we need to reduce our staffing, and your positions will be eliminated. I'm notifying you today, but however, you will be paid through the employment termination date, which is May 13th. Following our conversation today, you're going to be getting a lot more information.
So we just got news that our school is making major budget cuts for next school year. And when I say major budget cuts, I mean major budget cuts. I'm only on my third year of teaching, but the budget cuts that they're making next year are going to impact me so significantly that I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay in my apartment or buy groceries or even continue to build my savings account right now. And I'm very, very worried, and I'm trying not to cry because I have a 6-period class coming in about 30 minutes. This is the reality of being a teacher and being underpaid and being underfunded, and I don't know what to do, and I'm panicking, and I'm only 24 years old. I'm on my third year of teaching, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive next year.
But I kept getting asked by multiple people in the company to relocate. So, and I thought, okay, well, I guess they really want me, because not everyone got a relocation letter. A lot of people were just being let go. And so I basically made them like a counter offer. And then I ended up getting a second relocation letter. And that was a substantial raise, a really good raise. And it really made me think about relocating to Texas. And, eventually I signed the contract and decided I was going to move and give it a shot. It was a good chance to make a lot more money, So fast forward to December 10th. So November 15th, I show up. December 10th, not even at a month, less than a month, I'm laid off. So me and basically everybody else, the whole company basically got laid off within a 2 or 3 week window. And, a bunch of people had just gotten there, just relocated. And I'm pretty sure that some people also relocated to Oklahoma as well. There was a guy, I believe he showed up with a moving truck and his family and kids on like a Monday or something, bought a house in Texas, sold his house in California, showed up on a Monday and was laid off on a Wednesday. And it's just atrocious. It's hideous, monstrous.
I also have hundreds of recruiter friends, and their biggest challenge right now is one that they've never faced before. It's not trying to find people, it's the fact that they have too many applicants. So many applicants that they are struggling to review all the people who are coming in. It's super competitive right now on the job market. So if you're going for a job, you might have to apply to hundreds, if not thousands of jobs before you even land a few interviews. We're also seeing companies get more and more picky. They're making interview processes longer and longer. I'm hearing about 5 rounds, 6 rounds, even 8 or 9 rounds of interviews. We're also seeing the length of time that those interviews last are longer and longer. The average job search is now taking 4 to 7 months. So if you're judging someone on the job search, don't, because you don't even know when you're going to be on the job search. And I promise, if you are on the job search, it is more brutal than you can imagine.
What does it take to get a job nowadays? Like an entry-level position. What does it take to get that? Because I've been job searching for over a year. I have a bachelor's degree. I have research experience. I have work experience of over 4 years. And I keep getting rejection after rejection after rejection. I have been, getting advice from recruiters on this app, from people who give career coaching advice online. I, tailor my resume. I include cover letters even when it's not required. I do like a bullet point list so that it's easy to read why I'm a good fit. I go on LinkedIn. I reach out to, the hiring managers or the recruiters that work for the company. And I'll even reach out to people who already work in the position that I'm applying to. I do all of that after I apply. And I still get rejected. And then even if I make it to the next level with interviews and I do a good job, I'm prepared, I answer the questions great, everything seems well, send out my thank you emails. I'm very responsive to them, very professional in all of my communications with them. Even with all of that, I'm still not getting jobs. And like I said, it's been over a year. And I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know if it's possible to get an entry-level job. I mean, I'm applying for jobs that I'm overqualified for, and I still am not getting those jobs or even getting a shot to interview with them because I'm getting auto-rejected for some reason.
And what I'm about to say may piss a lot of landlords off, but I don't really care at all. But I'm going to read to y'all the qualifications that this person wants for this house. And it ain't an amazing ass house. We're not talking about anything super expensive. The rent, like I said, is $16.95, $40 application fee per adult. They want you to make 3.5 times the rent. Standard, for whatever reason, is 3 times the rent. When majority of Americans don't even make 3 times a $1,600 a month rent. I don't know where people just get up and be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna make this a national standard that people have to make 3 times the rent amount. Majority of people can afford 2 times the rent on a specific basic home like this. But this person is going even further. They don't want you to have 3 times the rent. They want you to have 3.5 times the rent. They want the last 2 years of your W-2s, the last 3 months of your check stub, driver's license or ID, social security card. They want you to make 2 months worth of rent as your security deposit before you even move in, and you have to have a credit score of at least a 670. Off the bat, that disqualifies so many people from being able to be in a home that is decent.
Most of our lives we have lived in the southern Appalachian region of East Tennessee, and then later we moved to Southwest Virginia. We not only have personal experience with this, but we also watch the struggle of our entire families. So this story isn't just about us. It's about our community, our friends, our loved ones, and it's about a lot of you. We did everything to make it work. We grew our own food. We bought things secondhand. We took care of our stuff. We fixed stuff when it broke instead of buying new things. We were not materialistic. We were super frugal and lived below our means, debt-free. We just did all the things that we felt were right. But still, no matter how frugal we were, no matter what we did, we still could never truly break out of the system. And it's not just us, it's our loved ones, our grandparents, aunts, cousins, neighbors. They are all working so hard and they're still struggling. They work in factories, construction jobs, in slaughterhouses. They're CNAs, they're teachers. These are irreplaceable jobs that are vital, but yet they're still not paid a living wage. The constant fear of your car breaking down or a illness that will keep you from going to work and paying your bills, let alone a doctor's visit. One bad month that can completely wipe you out. That isn't freedom, that is survival mode. And that's what it feels like to millions of people across the US.
By the end of 2025, we could see a total of 85 million layoffs. If that number doesn't scare you, it should, because most people aren't ready for what's coming. Today I'm going to break down what is happening, what the World Economic Forum just said, why Microsoft is confirming what they just said, and how Microsoft is actually benefiting from additional layoffs. I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, explain what is going on and what you need to be prepared for, because ready or not, it's coming. Look at this. It says Microsoft confirms it made $27 billion after laying off 9,000 people, and its CEO physically can't stop talking about AI. Cloud and AI is the driving force of business transformation across every industry and sector, and it is. According to Goldman Sachs, we are going to see 300 million people lose their jobs as a result of AI.
And that's pretty much what's going on in the country. Have a nice day.